All right, hear me out. I was thinking this morning, I'm away for my birthday and tomorrow I'm getting ready to release my third book on my 48th birthday, and I'm so incredibly excited. And it brought me back to when I wrote my memoir about opening my marriage and living part-time single life in New York City. Now, I wrote that book in 2000. It took a few years, but I finished it in 2019. In that time, I secured an agent and two editors. She had two editors, and I was thrilled. I was so excited. Like, my dream was all coming true, everything. And this is when I knew that I had created something bigger than me, but it was also something that people really would want to destroy. These agents were from like Connecticut. So I flew into New York and I went up and I signed papers and everything, and it was great. So I have a woman agent, and my editors are both women. No problem. When we started to work together, the edits started to come back. And the edits looked like this. They stated that, they wanted me to state that I was so depressed in my marriage and life that I wanted to unalive myself. And that's why we opened the marriage. I said, well, that's not what happened though. Like, I never had any of those feelings. And I think that it does a disservice to people who actually do have those feelings. I never felt like that. I'm not comfortable putting that in there, so I'm not going to. Especially when I'm writing a memoir about living openly and honestly, it's just a no for me. Okay. They said, okay, well, we want you to put that monogamy is the right way, but you're broken. I said, well, no. I said, I'll put that I felt broken, but not that I am broken. They disagreed. So I flew in to talk about the edits. And it was in that conversation that I learned a few things. I learned that my agent, her and her husband, divorced when she removed sex and all intimacy. And after 5 years of her refusing to do anything about it, he left. My two editors, both divorced, one with 30 years of resentment, still single, because her husband left her for the babysitter when she shut out sex. She didn't want sex and intimacy like that, but she still loved him so much and couldn't understand why he left. The other editor I was working directly with couldn't believe that I was able, or me and Dan were able to do this and not blow up the familial home, since she wasn't. And in that time, this is 2019, in that time, I'm not a coach yet. I've just wrote my first book. I'm not a coach. I'm not any of those things. I haven't cracked in to even realizing the depths of sexless marriages or anything like that. Like, I have no idea at this point still. It's just things that, like, I'm doing and I'm learning as I go. So now I'm sitting in Connecticut, and these are my options. I can either sell out or I can self-publish. I self-published. Fuck those bitches. And now I know why they were trying to silence me so hard. And had I done that, I wouldn't have a fucking leg to stand on today. Yeah, I self-published. I have no regrets at all. But just sucks. Anyway, enjoy your day.